Surah Al-Baqarah, 275. Allah has permitted trade and forbidden interest.
And we explore the remarkable journey of Bruce Kovner, a legendary trader who amassed billions in the cutthroat world of hedge funds. Now I know what you're thinking: Wall Street billionaires, Islamic principles. How do those two even exist in the same sentence? Trust me, we're going deep. We're not just talking about market trends and technical analysis. We're diving into the ethical core of Kovner's success and how it unexpectedly aligns with the timeless wisdom of the Qur'an and Hadith. So, we all know the stereotype of the Wall Street hotshot, right? Flashing cash, yachts, questionable morals. But Bruce Kovner? He was different. See, Kovner didn't just see dollar signs, he saw responsibility. The dude was managing billions, and he knew that kind of wealth came with serious weight. Now, Islam has a lot to say about wealth. It's not about hoarding it, it's about using it wisely, ethically, for the betterment of yourself and your community. The Quran reminds us in Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 195, "And spend in the way of Allah and do not throw yourselves with your own hands into destruction by refraining. And do good, indeed Allah loves the doers of good." Kovner, whether he realized it or not, embodied this principle. He understood that wealth wasn't just about personal gain, it was about making a positive impact. And this wasn't just some PR stunt, this was about accountability. There's a hadith in Tirmidhi that says, "The feet of the son of Adam will not move from near his Lord on the day of judgment until he is asked about four things: his wealth, how he earned it, and how he spent it." That's real talk. It's a reminder that our wealth is a test, a responsibility, and Bruce Kovner in his own way seemed to understand that. Now let's talk risk. In the world of trading, risk is unavoidable. But Kovner, he wasn't about gambling, he was all about calculated risks. He believed in steady, consistent growth. And that, my friends, is straight out of the Islamic playbook. The Quran, in Surah An-Nisa, verse 58, commands us to render trusts to whom they are due, and when you judge between people to judge with justice. In the context of finance, this means being fair, avoiding unnecessary risks that could jeopardize others' wealth. Think about it. When you're managing other people's money, you have a responsibility to be just, to be moderate in your approach. Kovner's strategy wasn't about getting rich quick. It was about long-term stability, about avoiding the haram forbidden path of excessive risk and speculation. This idea of moderation, it's woven into the fabric of Islam. There's a hadith, Sahih Bukhari 6464, that says the best of deeds are those done consistently, even if they are few. It's not about the flashy, one-time thing. It's about the steady, disciplined approach. Just like Kovner, who understood that real success in trading wasn't about chasing the next big score. It was about consistency, discipline, and yes, even a little bit of Islamic-inspired moderation. Alright, let's talk macroeconomics. I know it sounds boring, but trust me, this was key to Kovner's success. He didn't just look at charts and graphs, he studied history, politics, global trends. He understood that markets weren't this isolated bubble, they were connected to the real world. And this, my friends, is a very Islamic principle. Surah Ar-Rum, verse 8, asks us, "Do they not reflect upon themselves? Allah created the heavens and the earth and everything between them in truth, and for an appointed term." See, Islam encourages us to observe, to analyze, to understand the world around us. It's about seeking knowledge, connecting the dots. And that's exactly what Kovner did. He didn't just rely on gut feeling, he used his brain, he studied, he analyzed. There's a famous hadith, Sunan ibn Majah 224, that says seeking knowledge is an obligation upon every Muslim. This applies to everything, from religious matters to, yes, even understanding how the global economy works. Kovner, in his own way, was a student of the world. Now everyone wants to get rich quick, right? But Kovner, he was playing the long game. He wasn't about chasing quick profits, he was about patience. He knew that real wealth, lasting success, it took time, discipline, and a whole lot of patience. And this, my friends, is a quality that's highly praised in Islam. The Quran in Surah Az-Zumar verse 10 tells us, "Indeed the patient will be given their reward without account." It's a reminder that good things come to those who wait, to those who remain steadfast in their faith and their pursuits. Now, trading. It can be a roller coaster. Ups and downs, wins and losses. But Kovner, he didn't let the market's mood swings shake him. He stayed focused, disciplined, patient, and that's what separated him from the pack. There's a hadith in Tirmidhi 25:16 that says, "Know that victory comes with patience, relief with affliction, and ease with hardship." Trading, it's not just about numbers, it's a test of character. And Kovner, he passed with flying colors, embodying the Islamic values of patience and resilience. Let's be real, Wall Street is practically built on greed. But Kovner, he zigged when everyone else zagged. He wasn't about excessive speculation, about chasing every last dollar. He knew that greed, it could cloud your judgment, lead you down a dangerous path. The Quran warns us against this in Surah An-Nisa, verse 32. "And do not desire that by which Allah has made some of you exceed others. For men is a share of what they have earned, and for women is a share of what they have earned, and ask Allah of His bounty. Indeed, Allah is ever of all things knowing." See, Islam teaches us to be content with what we have, to avoid the pitfalls of greed and envy. It's a reminder that true wealth isn't measured by your bank account, but by your character, your faith, your connection with Allah. Kovner, in his own way, seemed to understand this. He focused on steady, sustainable growth, not on amassing a fortune at any cost. This reminds me of a hadith, Sahih Bukhari 64:46, which says, "Richness is not having many possessions, but richness is being content with oneself." Now, here's the thing about wealth, about success. It comes with a responsibility to give back, to help those in need. And this is a fundamental principle in Islam zakat, the act of giving a portion of your wealth to charity. The Quran, in Surah At-Tawbah, verse 103, tells us, "Take from their wealth a charity by which you purify them and cause them to increase, and invoke Allah's blessings upon them." It's not just about giving back, it's about purifying your wealth, about using it as a tool for social good. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend to know the details of Bruce Kovner's charitable giving. But what I can say is that his success story, his disciplined approach to wealth, it serves as a powerful reminder for all of us, especially those who have been blessed with financial success. It's a reminder that our wealth is not just our own, it's a trust from Allah, and it's our duty to use it wisely, ethically, and compassionately. There's a beautiful hadith, Sunan an-Nasa'i 25:30, that says, "The best charity is that given by one who has little but gives out of what he has." So, what can we learn from Bruce Kovner, this Wall Street legend? It's simple. Success in finance, in life, it's not just about numbers, it's about principles. It's about discipline, knowledge, and ethical decision-making, all of which resonate deeply with Islamic teachings. By aligning his strategies with the timeless wisdom of the Qur'an and Hadith, Kovner achieved extraordinary financial success, while, in many ways, embodying Islamic values of responsibility, moderation, and compassion. His journey serves as a powerful reminder that even in the cutthroat world of finance, it is possible to achieve success while maintaining spiritual integrity and contributing to the welfare of society.
The strong one is not the one who overcomes others, but the one who controls himself in anger. Sahih al-Bukhari, Hadith number 6114.